Hello everyone and welcome back to another GTA Online guide. Today I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks to being victorious at the Deadline Adversary mode. So let's waste no time and get to the guide. So as most of you will know, Deadline, along with the bike and the outfits that the riders wear, are heavily inspired by the Tron series of media. And there's even been a bunch of video games released for the Tron series too. Deadline is just a remake of one of those games, and I gotta say, it's really fun and competitive to play Deadline as it requires a combination of planning, driving skill and fast reflexes to be good at it. So the objective of the game, depending on the win condition, is to eliminate your foes by making them run into your line, which is drawn behind you as you ride along. So figuring out how to cut people off so they crash into your line can be rather difficult. Or easy, depending on the situation. So the arenas you play this in are very large, especially Deadline's second arena where it's basically a huge bowl. There's loads of space for everyone to roam around and plan how they're going to perform their moves. Oh, it's now that I should probably state that there's two win conditions for this game. The default one is based on lives, which when the timer runs out, the person who has the most lives wins, so basically the best way to play Deadline in this win condition is to just avoid everyone and let everyone else fight it out, which as you can imagine is boring and noobish. However, the second win condition, where it actually counts how many people you kill, is a more fair version, and I definitely recommend you set it to this win condition if you want to have a fair game. For the rest of this video, I'm going to assume that you're playing the second win condition, as this is where the skill of the game really counts. Anyway, to take people out, you ideally want to cut them off, either by overtaking them, then sharply turning, catching them off guard, or running rings around them to trap them. If you find yourself trapped and there's no way out, just run into your own line. You'll commit suicide and lose your own point, but it prevents your opponent from gaining a point at the same time. I'll let you decide when that's necessary. There's a bunch of power-ups for this game mode. There's the speed boost, which is the one I prefer the most. There's the hop, which supposedly allows you to hop over lines, but I wouldn't really recommend it as it doesn't really work too well. Then there's the slowdown, which is just pointless because all it does is make everyone go into bullet time for a few seconds. So yeah, always try and get your hands on the speed boost, as these can help you outrun your opponents and get the jump on them. It's possible to slow your bike down to make some tight turns or turn around completely, but make sure not to stop completely, otherwise you'll just blow up. That also goes for crashing too. Don't crash into obstacles or you'll suffer the same fate. If by the end of the timer two players have the same amount of lives remaining or kills acquired, both will enter a sudden death mode where the arena gradually gets smaller. This can be pretty tense, but if you use the limited arena to your advantage, you can very easily cut off your opponent and gain the win. That's pretty much it for my tips and tricks for the Deadline game mode. Personally, I think most of the game mode is just your cunning and wits alone to take the win. Do you have any other advice to give to players? Let us know in the comments, and hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Pyrerealm Gaming channel for loads more GTA Online guides coming to you very soon. See you around!